What are we trying to do? Are we hiding in the lights? Are we animating ourselves with the lights? Are we just playing with materialism? Probably. But what's the dream space if you can't play with it? Alright. I'm Sally Jo Michelson Cooper. And this is Herb. Herb is a piece of my mind. Just not all of it. This is a conversation with Herb. All of the conversations with Herb are about my dreams. I've been thinking about the dirt. Dirt means different things to different people. When you're in agriculture, I think mostly you have a different relationship with the dirt. You see, sod is a miracle. So, when dirt comes up in my dreams and different types of dirt, it means different things to me. It's not just dirt. It's life or its lack of life. It's cultivatable or it's not cultivatable. So I always think about that. So, I have to reiterate a few things. I had a dream about artichokes and potatoes where I was climbing uphill and I couldn't get uphill. And regarding the dirt portion of it, that was a type of shale. And when you're trying to move through it, it sticks to you and it builds on you and it makes that impossible. But if you just experience it when you're a kid, when you're young, it's so much fun. It moves like pudding and it builds like mousse and it's beautiful and it's smooth. So there was a dream I had, and it's one of the most beautiful, romantic, gorgeous dreams. I was riding horse with one of my friends and some of her family, I think, up by Mud Butte. And we were riding, and the sun was turning purples and pinks, and it was so beautiful. And the prairie grass was rolling, and it was mint green, or maybe a little bit yellower than mint green, but it was that beautiful color of light oats. And then the dirt was that beautiful gray, just light brown gray. And I turned and I looked into the sunset, and it was peaches and purples as far as I could see. This is the sunset on the high plains is so much bigger than the sunset between buildings. The sunset on the high plains goes from the east to the west. It is all the colors of all the sky turned upon you, and it's 1,000 miles wide and 1,000 miles deep. And it was just so beautiful. And we were riding. And then we stopped because I noticed the shale had the little cracks from when it's lightly wet. And I looked out and I got off my horse and I turned to that muddy earth and I stuck my hands in it, wrist deep, and it was warm from the setting of the sun. And I was filled with bliss. And I woke up. And that's one of the most beautiful dreams I've ever had. And it's strange because shale can be such a pain in the ass. Gumbo is such a pain in the ass. But that day, in that dream, it was so beautiful. I could see the reflection of the sky on the moisture of the dirt where it crinkled because of my hands pressing into it. And so that was the opposite of the shale and the potato and artichoke dream. Now I'd like to talk about two other dreams that I've had more recently regarding sand. And these dreams were both from 2018, one early spring and one in August or September. And the first one is the strangest. I dreamed I was climbing this great hill, and I climbed it and I climbed it, and it was a very sandy hill. It was annoying. And I got to a portion on the top, and there was a structure being built, a new house being built, and it was my parents' house, but it wasn't built yet. And for some reason, I couldn't cross the threshold. So a group of us were sitting in those iconic cheap plastic chairs that you sit in outside on the gravel road. And somehow I knew this, but I don't know how I knew this. The centripetal force of the earth, it pushed me down the hill. The centripetal force of the earth pushed me down the hill in that white plastic chair. And I got off that chair and I folded it up into the palm of my hand. And I carried it with me as I climbed back up that sandy, sandy hill. And I kept trying to climb and I kept not making it. And I woke up and I thought, I'll never go home again. And that was that dream about sand. I had another dream a little while later about sand. It was a shorter dream. I put an entry. If I can find my entries. Yeah. I dreamed I was climbing a hill of sand. And there was fine green and blue glass shards in the sand. I'm trying to think of other dreams with the dirt involved. I often notice dirt. I notice it for the colors. I notice if it's black or red or gray or brown. But I can't think of any other dreams specifically about dirt. Do you dream of dirt? Or is that a strange thing that just country people dream of? What do you think? I don't know either. Thank you for sharing this conversation with us. I'll talk to you next time.